Well, welcome everyone. My good name is Dr. T. Surendra, faculty of DM College of Teacher Education, Imphal, Manipur, the only one government college having B.Ed and M.Ed course. Being the faculty dealing with the M.Ed courses under my supervisions, there are 6 M.Ed trainees allotted for their research works. I would like to mention one by one the name of the trainees, roll numbers, and the title of their research topics. And before that, I would like to say little informations about our college. Our college is only government college, and our college is recognized by National Council for Teacher Education, Bhubaneswar, Eastern Regions. And our college is affiliated to Manipur University, the central universities, and our college is accredited by NAC B+. And now let me proceed. The name of the trainees, their roll numbers, and their title that I have been supervised, that I have been permitted them to submit their research works for the completion of the M.Ed course under Manipur University, that is the central universities. The first trainees who have been submitted their hard dissertation entitled as A Study on Infrastructures of Higher Secondary Schools within Kangpopi districts, submitted by N. Haukif, M.Ed second year trainees, MU roll number 20027. So this is the first trainee that I have been guided, and under the certain objective and hypothesis, the objective has been achieved as hypothesis has been tested, and the results was wonderful and found out many findings. And the details of their hard dissertation will be stated by ourselves in the following videos. Now this is the first trainee, M.Ed trainees who conducted her research works. Now let me pick up the second topic. The second trainee who conducted research works for the M.Ed courses is Kiran Thangjam's MU roll number 20016 under the title of Study on Open Learning Systems in M.Ed course of Teacher Education within Imphal, Manipur. And under these research works on open learning systems conducted, the efficiency, the status, the drawbacks, the improvement as far as M.Ed courses online learning due to the COVID-19, many online classes has been conducted. The efficiencies of the online learning systems of the M.Ed courses has been measured, and certain remedial measure and certain findings are recommended by these research works. Now let me take off the third trainees, whose name is MD Imran Khan, roll number 20022, and he conducted his research works on the topic A Study of the Admission Process of B.Ed colleges in Manipur. And these topics try to find out the efficiencies of the admission process of different B.Ed colleges in Manipur, and these topics also found out some of the drawbacks and their related remedial measure also. This is a wonderful topics because admission process is the first step for quality teacher educations. So to have a quality admission process of the B.Ed college is the need of the hour, and so many suggestion and remedial measure has been suggested by these research works. Now the fourth one is the M.Ed trainees whose name was Hemlini, Sougaijam's roll number 2005, and she conducted on the topic of role of guidance and counselings among the students of JNVS KVs in Imphal districts are critical studies. And these studies found out that the guidance counseling is very it plays important roles for the impartation of educations, and without these there will be no healthy personality development among the students. And JNB and KVs are also being provided guidance counselings. So likewise, other government and private institutions also need the guidance counseling should be compulsory part of their educations in order to resolve all the issues faced by teacher, trainees, parents, and so and so. And therefore, the student of JNB and KVs have no difficulty to have a healthy personality development as they have the facilities of guidance counseling, as they have counselor are appointed in every institutions. And these research works also suggested and then found out many drawbacks and suggested many remedial measures in order to improve the guidance counseling being provided in JNB and KV. JNB is far better than the counseling service being provided than the KVs. Now the next one studies Thangjam Suraj Kumar's roll number 2005 on the title Comparative Study on Infrastructure of Government and Private Higher Secondary Schools in Imphal East Districts. And many of the people have confidence towards the private schools, as many of the private schools have a higher infrastructural status than the governments. So this is our beliefs. How far it is true? It was tested by these research works and found out that all the private schools are not having high status of infrastructures. And some of the government schools also high infrastructural status. But both government and private higher secondary schools need improvements. And it found out some of the drawbacks of the government and private higher secondary schools, and suggested some of the remedial measures. Infrastructure is the basis of quality educations. Now the last one study that was conducted by Nomaitem Nongthompam Jawananda, roll number 20032, under the topic of study on attitude of secondary school students toward learning social science within Hangang Assembly constituencies. And these research works also try to find out why many of the students are lagging behind toward the learning of the social sciences. Now it is age of science. Many of students are far away from the social science, and therefore many social issues are coming up. In order to resolve these social issues, and there is a need of the improvement of the attitude of the secondary students toward the learning of social science, and many drawbacks has been found out and many remedial measures have been suggested. So likewise, I have been guided 6 trainees of the M.Ed courses, and a wonderful finding has been found out, and a wonderful remedial measure has been suggested in order to improve different topics. And the details of the report given by the M.Ed trainees will be seen in the following videos. Please see till the video is end, till the end of these videos. Thank you very much. Hope you all the best. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Tem Haukip, M.Ed second year, roll number 1 from DM College of Teacher Education under Manipur University for the session 2019 to 2021. My dissertation topic is a study on the infrastructure of the higher secondary school within Kampopi district. From my dissertation, some of my findings are: number 1, there is significant level of infrastructure of higher secondary schools within Kampopi district. And number 2 is there is no significant difference in the infrastructure status between the government and private higher secondary school. Number third is there is no infrastructure difference among the government higher secondary school, and lastly there is difference in infrastructure among the private higher secondary schools in Kapopi district. Some of my suggestion is the studies can be conducted to know the provision of educational facilities of other districts of Manipur. The same study can also be done to know the educational facilities of primary, lower secondary and university level. It can also be done to compare the infrastructure of rural and urban schools of Manipur. My study is confined only to 6 schools. It can also be extended to more than 6 institutions. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Kiran Thangjam and I am studying in DM College of Teacher Education under Manipur University in M.Ed second year. My MU roll number is 20016 and I have completed my dissertation for the session 2019 to 2021 under the supervision of Dr. T. Surendra, Assistant Professor of DM College of Teacher Education. The title of my study is A Study on Online Learning System in M.Ed course of Teacher Education in Manipur. In my dissertation, I have found that there were no significant difference between male and female or private and government college of teacher education, that is in M.Ed course, but the overall effectiveness of online learning system were just near an average level. So there requires lots of improvement in the criteria like awareness of online learning systems, their technical issues or their comfortabilities and usability, even evaluations need to be improved. So teachers and students need lots of motivations in order to improve this online learning system. So lastly, I would like to thank my supervisor Dr. T. Surendra for his valuable and useful support in completing this dissertation. So this is my dissertation which I have completed. Thank you.
I'm MD Imran Khan. Currently, I'm pursuing M.Ed second year. For the session 2020-21 at the DM College of Teacher Education, Imphal, my class roll number is 41 and Manipur University roll number is 2022. Aige dissertation ki topic na study on the admission processes of the B.Ed colleges in Manipur haiba topic sida I studied tawzaki under the supervision of respected Sir Dr. T. Surendra, Assistant Professor of the DM College of Teacher Education. Ngasi aida Sir na supervisor oraga dissertation tawzakibada Sir dagi yamna mateng yam phangibo tasengdamaki Sir se I B.Ed ki matam dagi loina jarakpani aduga Sir is our mentor. He is very patient, very caring, dedicated, very helpful, positive and very inspiring. He is a great teacher. Synopsis ibadagi horaga Sarna the personal call kya tobiraga aikoge grievances aduga aikoge difficulties mayam Sir na aikoge khangdok na bokot na biba aduga aikoge problems mayam do matam sana solve tawraga matam sana loisanminakiba the makadana akoina college mari dagi ai topic siga mari lenana data collection to matamda tengnakiba problem sing the sana phajana understand to wikiba daga matam sana data collection tawrakanda sar ki mateng loinana dissertation se apung phana loisan bangamjaki ana akhoi gi tamaktadi sa Dr. T. Surendra na supervisor oibiba aduga supervisor oina phangjabase yamna laiba phabani hena lawje tasena makisu yamna wanaraba covid ki situation na maram oiraga akhoi da koi data collection to the problem kya laikhiba aduga dissertation she loisana bo hot amatam da thengna khiba problem kya do sar ki mateng dagi yamna problem ke akoina face tawdana yamna live ma ongda loisans kiba duga akoina sarna akoigi WhatsApp ki group semaga personal oina call taraga matam sana haitare se more than 2 weeks hena matam phajana kai thokpiraga nuti ki call tawbiraga akoigi problems aduga akoigi progress kyam leire habana chimba tamsane assess tawbiraga loisana bo hona khiba sigamba sar ke dedication yamna ekoi helpful am oibi khiba ase ekoi punsigi khoba gam zoroi aduga ane adina sir very thankful sir sir I may forget what you said but I will not forget how you made me feel sir sir you are very inspiring to us and the influences of a great teacher can never be erased sir. So I will remember you always time and I will pray for you sir. May God bless you sir.
Hello everyone, my name is Hemlini Sougaijam and I'm doing M.Ed final year in the College of Teacher Education in Fall, affiliated to the Manipur University for the session 2022-2021. I would like to say about my dissertation work, the work I have done for completing my master degree in education. Before talking about my dissertation work, I would like to thank my supervisor, Dr. T. Surendra Singh, Assistant Professor, College of Teacher Education. Thank you, sir, for helping me in completing my dissertation work. I'm very grateful to work under your guidance, sir. Thank you for everything. So, this is the dissertation. The topic of my dissertation is the role of guidance and the counseling service among the students of JNV and the KB in Imphal district, a critical study. For this study, I have collected data from all the TGT and the PGT working in the JNV and the KB of Imphal district. The main findings are: first, we have find out the overall status of guidance and the counseling service in JNV and the KB of Imphal district. We found out that the overall status of the guidance and the counseling service being provided in the JNV and the KB of the Imphal district is at 87.17%, which is significantly high. And second, we compare the status of the guidance and the counseling service being provided to the students of JNV and the KB of Imphal district. For this, we have found that there is a significant difference in the status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the JNV and the KB teachers. The status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the JNV teachers are more as we compare to the KB teacher. And the third, we have compared the status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the science and the art stream teacher of the JNV and the KB of Imphal district. We have found that there is no difference in the status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the science and the art stream teachers of the JNV and the KB of Imphal district. Fourth, we have compared the status of guidance and the counseling service being provided in the JNV and the KB of the Imphal district is at 87.17%, which is significantly high. And second, we compare the status of the guidance and the counseling service being provided to the students of JNV and the KB of Imphal district. For this, we have found that there is a significant difference in the status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the JNV and the KB teachers. The status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the JNV teachers are more as we compare to the KB teacher. And the third, we have compared the status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the science and the art stream teacher of the JNV and the KB of Imphal district. We have found that there is no difference in the status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the science and the art stream teachers of the JNV and the KB of Imphal district. Fourth, we have compared the status of guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the male and the female teacher. For this, we have found that there is no difference in the status of the guidance and the counseling service provided to the students by the male and the female teachers of the JNV and the KB of Imphal district. From this finding, we can conclude that all the teachers working in the JNV and the KB of the Imphal district have the thorough knowledge about the guidance and the counseling service and its importance, but the difference is that the way of providing guidance and counseling service to the students by the JNV and the KB teacher is different. The KB teacher need to level up their way of providing guidance and counseling service to the students up to the level of the JNV teachers. And the suggestion for the study is that the similar study can be carried out among the JNV and the KB located in the different districts of the Manipur, and the similar study can be carried out among the private and the government schools of Manipur, and the similar study can be carried out taking more areas on the guidance and the counseling service. So that's all for my dissertation work. Thank you, everyone.
M.Ed in the College of Teachers Education in Imphal, which is under Manipur University. Presently, I am a second year student and my roll number is 2005. The topic of my dissertation is a comparative study on the infrastructure of government and private higher secondary schools located in Imphal East district. Altogether, I have 4 objectives and 4 hypotheses. The delimitation of my study is that I have delimited my study in 5 government and private higher secondary schools in Manipur. The name of the 5 private higher secondary schools are International School of Resources, Princeton International School, Shanghai Higher Secondary School, Brighter Academy, and Thangjam schools. And the 5 government higher secondary schools which I took up during my dissertation are Anand Singh Higher Secondary School, Surasan Singh Higher Secondary School, Lamlai Higher Secondary School, Savolman Higher Secondary School, and Namlung Higher Secondary Schools. Altogether, I have 45 questionnaire, and I subdivided the question into 11 parameters. So together I have 4 main findings of the study. The main finding of the study are there is a significant level of infrastructure status among all higher secondary schools located in Imphal East district. Secondly, there is no significant difference in the infrastructural status between government and private higher secondary schools located within Imphal East district. Thirdly, there is no significant difference among government higher secondary schools located in Imphal district. Lastly, there is no infrastructure difference among private higher secondary schools located within Imphal district. The suggestions for further studies is that the study can be carried out to other districts of the states who have higher secondary schools. Further, effectiveness on infrastructure between government model higher secondary schools within the same district can also be studied. Effectiveness of the infrastructure of inclusive education within government and private higher secondary schools can also be studied. Lastly, the sample can be studied in a larger sample and population so that the finding of the study would be more representable in a larger context. So for the dissertation, I was put under the supervision of Dr. T. Surendra Singh, Assistant Professor, College of Teachers Education. I am very thankful to sir for his help in the completion of my dissertation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nongthomumjawan of the Maite, and right now I'm pursuing Master of Education at the M College of Teacher Education Imphal under Manipur University. My university roll number is 20032 and the session of my course of study is 2019 to 2021. In relation to my M.Ed course, recently I've completed my dissertation work on a title called a study on the attitude of secondary school students towards learning social sciences within Hengai Assembly constituency. It was conducted under the supervision of our respected Sir Dr. T. Surendra Singh, Assistant Professor of the College of Teacher Education Imphal. The study was concluded with several findings and some suggestions, but let me point out only a few. As for the findings, it was found that the overall attitude of secondary school students of both the private and government schools, they have high level of attitude towards learning social sciences. That is, maximum number of students find interest in learning social sciences. And for the suggestion, first of all, I would like to suggest that textbooks and syllabus need to be carefully developed. Secondly, practical facilities are very essential for the effective teaching learning process. Thirdly, motivation of the students is also required. And lastly, I would like to suggest that the same study can be conducted in any other part of the state. The whole process of my dissertation work was completed due to the proper guidance of our Sir Dr. T. Surendra Singh. I am very thankful to him. Without him, I would not be able to complete my dissertation in time. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much.